Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. So today I am here in Bishnupur, a 16th century old town in West Bengal. And I think by the background it's already clear to most of us. This is very common to us from our very own eco park. So watch the video till the end as I'll be sharing all the history, facts and artworks of this place. This historic temple city, Bishnupur, in the Bankura district of West Bengal, being the old capital of Mallabhum Kingdom, can draw anybody having an interest on ancient culture and civilization, or on the classical music or folk culture, or even if you have divine love towards Lord Krishna. By road, Kolkata to Bishnupur is about 140 kilometers, which takes around 4 hours to reach, via Dankuni, Arambagh and through the beautiful Jaipur forest. There are 3 preferred ways to reach Bishnupur. First is by train. You can board any train from Howrah Junction running up to Purulia or Bishnupur, but also after COVID, number of trains on that line have been reduced. Second is by bus from Esplanade Bus Terminal, and the third is of course by your own vehicle, and we this time chose the third option to have an amazing road trip journey with family for 4 days. So we started early in the morning by 7 and reached Bishnupur by 12. From 7th century AD till around the advent of British rule, history of Bankura district is identical with the rise and fall of Hindu Rajas of Bishnupur. Yet Bishnupur is known as the 16th century town because that was the golden age of Bishnupur when the Malla kings came into picture. At present, Bishnupur is famous for its terracotta works in various forms, from ancient temple carvings and tile works to sculpture or idol making, and now to showpieces and daily objects. And all of this, which now attract thousands of tourists, is prevalent from the 16th century. So don't forget to collect the very beautiful terracotta or burnt earth handicrafts as souvenirs while in Bishnupur. All the top sites to visit in Bishnupur dates back to the 1600s, and some of the top sites that we visited were the Rasmancha built by Hambir Malladev. Undoubtedly, Rasmancha is the most recognized building in Bishnupur due to its architectural significance. Bir Hambir, the 49th ruler of the Malla dynasty who flourished around 1586 and ruled in the 16th to 17th century, was a contemporary of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. He was converted to Vaishnavism and introduced the worship of Madan Mohan in Bishnupur. It was during this time that Bishnupur shot into fame in the world. The Shamrai temple was built in 1643 AD by Raghunath Singh, who followed Bir Hambir. He was the first Bishnupur Raja to use the Kshatriya title Singh. This temple was built in Pancharatna type, which means 5 shikharas on a curved Bengal chala roof. Raghunath Singh also built the Jorbangla temple in 1655 AD. It is in the form of a pair of hut-shaped structures with sloping roofs joined together and surmounted by a charchala shikhara on the top. The terracotta panels in the temples here narrate stories from the Krishna Leela, Ramayana, Mahabharata and also from the contemporary Mughal life because of the Mughal influence during this time of Raja Bir Hambir. Nearby, the Ek Ratna Radhasham temple built in 1758 by the Malla king Chaitanya Singh. All of the idols of deities belonging to several dilapidated temples are kept here and are worshipped together. Just opposite to the Radhasham temple is the small and fresh painted single-floor Mrinmoy temple. This is the oldest temple of Bishnupur. The whole temple and the 1000 years old Durga idol residing inside is freshly painted every year. This immense gate, which was once the entrance to the Bishnupur royal kingdom, not only it is an entrance but it has a huge terrace which was perhaps to keep track of enemy soldiers. We were told that there is a secret chamber in its top floor from where soldiers could perform surprise attack on the enemy. The Ek Ratna or single Shikhara Laljiu temple was built in 1658 by Malla king Bir Singha. We found the main temple gates closed, but I think it's lovely to leisurely end your day in the beautiful lawns inside the temple premises. The temple of the headless goddess Chinnamasta, a form of Kali. The idol is of a rare kind, although the temple has been renovated in modern style. Alongside this temple is the Dalmadal Kaman. It is believed that Lord Madan Mohan, the deity of the Malla kings, have used this wrought iron cannon against Bhaskar Rao, the commander of Maratha invaders. The 17th century stone chariot is unique in representing typical Bishnupur temple style in miniature form with all finer details. Also, while in Bishnupur, don't miss out the Poramatir Haat. It's a fair which takes place on every Saturday from 3 to 7 pm. From various types of handicrafts to Bishnupur style music to special foods of the place to tribal dance troupes, you'll get it all. Basically, one can get a glimpse of whole of Bishnupur in just few hours. But we unfortunately missed it because we were engaged with some other plans. So yeah, these footages are certainly collected. Lastly, there are enough options to stay suiting all budgets. We stayed in the Mona Lisa Lodge, which is closest to the railway station, bus stop and all the local sites. Their homely atmosphere and service is commendable.
Thanks for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed this. Don't forget to put a thumbs up if you like this. And the new ones on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more videos like this as I'll be exploring the art, culture and more of Bishnupur.